thrive. He is in absolute harmony with the universe. Good evening, dear Toastmasters and my dear guests.
Good evening.
Many a times, nature teaches us quite a lot of lessons which we seldom realize. Today, as I share with you some of my experiences, I urge you to listen to the whisper of nature and try and renounce your insecurities and attachment, because sometimes it's a lot more rewarding to just let go. Let go of your fears, situations, things, people, bad memories, and at times even yourself. On a Friday morning, I was all geared up for the weekend as I went to work. As I reached my workstation, I realized that my chair was missing. I asked my colleague if she had any idea as to where my chair was. She looked around and pointed out at any number of other chairs and suggested that I could use either of them. But I insisted on knowing where my chair was. To that, she asked me, what did I mean by the statement, my chair? And why did the absence of that particular chair cause such a dismay to me? I had no answer. Looking at my blank face, she replied, my dear, drop the idea of ownership of these materialistic things. That does not mean that you are dropping the possessions, but only the possessiveness. Let go of the fear, situations, things, bad memories, people, and at times even yourself. I felt it was too boring and philosophical suggestion that I have ever received. I somehow managed to raise my chair and got back to swing. That weekend was far too special for me, as my best friend was returning from the US, and I was expecting her call. But my phone remained silent for that day. Even the next day, I did not get the much awaited call. I was very disturbed as I went to attend my classes that Saturday. The class was on analytics and decision making. And strangely enough, our professor began the class with a question, asking us which is the most difficult decision that we may have to take in life. Dear Toastmasters, what do you think is the most difficult decision that we may have to take in life? Like today, even that day, many answers rolled out from us, from the students, about marriage, about job, about academics, about various other fronts. Some of them very serious, some of them pretty funny. However, to that, our professor replied that the most difficult decision one may have to take in life is to let go of a person or a thing that you cherish the most in life. Let go of. It is very difficult to let go of any fear, situation, thing, people, bad memories, and at times even ourselves. I felt that it was too deep and philosophical, and I got back to my assignments and classwork. But that evening, surprisingly, I realized that my mind was blank, except for those words by a professor. And I started pondering over them. I felt most of the times we get attached to so many people or even certain materialistic things and feel insecure about losing them. We feel restless and lose our emotional stability. When there is so much attachment towards someone or something, even the mere thought of absence of that particular thing or person squeezes our heart in pain. Is it wise? Is it healthy? I started questioning myself. The very next day, I got a call from my brother who is studying in 9th standard, seeking help to write an essay on Chandragupta Maurya. Even though the name sounded familiar, being out of touch with history, I searched internet to collect more information about this emperor. Chandragupta Maurya was a street boy picked up by wise Chanakya, who further went on to become an emperor and founded the most chivalrous, courageous dynasty ever, the Maurya dynasty. He further went on with a historic and successful expedition and acquisition of prominent Indian states. He was considered to be one of the most elegant, gallant emperor, a great visionary, a great leader which India had ever witnessed. Even though he fought the initial struggle of poverty in his early days and then attained the riches and powers, there was a point of time in his life when he felt that it was enough. he renounced the kingdom that he had meticulously built, abdicated his throne, and retired to the Jain retreat at Srujana near Mysore. Thereafter, he lived a life of saint for 12 years until his death. As I read about Chandragupta Maurya, my professor's words resonated loudly in my mind that the most difficult decision in life is to let go of a person or a thing that you cherish the most in life. I realized that sometimes we should be willing and flexible to let go of the life that we have planned so as to accept and embrace the life that is waiting for us. As I began to picture the trees in the storm, the answer began to dawn on me. The trees in the storm do not stand erect or straight. They allow themselves to be bent and the leaves blown by the wind. They understand the power of letting go. They realize that only when they let go of the old leaves will the new life emerge and add freshness and beauty to the surroundings. So dear Toastmasters, I sincerely urge that sometimes we need to let go. Let go of your fear, situations, things, people, bad memories, and at times even yourself. For all, the art of living lies in a healthy blend of letting go and holding on. Over to you.